Hey everyone, today I wanted to walk you through how to do a large print word search in a book creator. Again, this is one of my favorite tools because I can take something and make it a printable book format, or I can do an interactive PDF, which you could have customers import into their tablets or Kindle Scribe, ebook, etc. So let me start by saying I've logged into a book creator already. And then once you log in, you're presented with the activities that you are able to build. Today, I want to do a large print word search for seniors who have trouble seeing. So again, once I open up the module of the application, I am brought to the word and number search preview. So when you see this, you'll always see Cindy here, who is the creator of the book creator, with a walkthrough video. Very helpful every time if you need to go back and figure out what has happened with your build. Okay, but right now I want to hit book settings. Now I am building a large print senior accessible word search. So I want to make sure I'm selecting the right book size, and that would be 8.5 by 11. I want it to be a word search. Number of answers per page. We want to do 2. I know this is large print, but we're also trying to control the page count. And I always like to include a page between my solutions and puzzles. Always pick the next odd page, because if you're looking at a print book, you'll want that on the next odd page. Okay, so I'm going to let it default to 80, but I normally let it default to 100, but since we're running this video, I want to make sure I can have it run enough puzzles in time. So I'm just going to take this down to 2. Let's try 20 letters. You can say no box around the grid, add grid lines to the puzzle. That might be helpful for a large font puzzle, so let's turn that on. One of the other things I like to do, and I could do in another video for you, are these 2-page puzzles. I call these a 2-page spread. Basically, you'll have your words to find on the left, which is the odd page, and then you'll have your, is that the odd page? Anyway, and then you'll have your grid on the right. So it's easier for someone who's using a book and wants to look to the left, do to the right. Okay, but I'm going to keep everything on 1. And we want to call this large print word search, just to show you that you can customize your title. Your font can be customized, and you can also upload your own fonts in here, which is really cool. But for large print, Roboto works best. Change where all of this starts. We do not need a subtitle. We want everything in lowercase so they can see this easily. Now, font size for puzzle pages is defaulted to 16. We want to bump this up to 20. And then I want to use AI for my word list. Now, you could simply enter the words here that you've already generated, or you can let AI do it. So we'll say gardening. You have to have themes. Gardening in South. And then we could say cooking in South. And it's per puzzle. I think we did 2. Yep. See how all your settings are still here. So 2 puzzles mean 2 themes. I want this in English, but you could also do this in Spanish, French, German, Polish, and I believe a few others. And I want this for adults. I want to take the word length down since we've increased the font size. Then we want this to be 18. Let's see how it looks. Uppercase. Let's see if we can run. And give it just a minute. Again, this is why I said, let me just run this, see how it works with 2 puzzles, because when you're using AI, it will take a while. I mean, it's composing based off of your themes, so it does take a while. Now, when you see this, I automatically already know I need changes. So what I'm going to do here is go back to my puzzle settings, and letters across can be increased. Do 17 by 17 and hit refresh and see how that works. Because I'd rather have a wider grid than a narrow grid. Okay, see how much better that looks already? Okay. Then what I want to do is go back to my font. I want to take this down 21. Let's take this to 19. And so my puzzle grid, select the case, uppercase. I do want that at 20. I'm just trying to make it look more uniform. Font size. Let's do capitalized. Don't alphabetize the word list, and see how that works. Okay, I like the looks of this a whole lot better. I am not one for the lines inside the grid, but I do think for a large print senior focus, it might be good. You could easily come in here and turn it off. Where did I put that? Pull the settings. Here we go. So if you turn that off, like, to me that looks better. Could also decrease the words per puzzle if you want to make it a little more streamlined at the bottom. And let's go letters down to 19. See how much space we can maximize here. Perfect. Now the other thing that you have here that you can play around is puzzle size. This is how much space is the puzzle consuming. Now, let me just show you what that looks like if you change it to 100%. It'll give you sort of, you can't change it to 100. You can change it to 95. I just want to show you how this looks. And trust me, you're not breaking anything here, so play around with the settings. That's what's so great about this, is you can just keep playing around and refreshing. Because you want this to be as large as possible for the buyer. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me also show you what the answer page looks like. Okay, if you wanted to, you could easily take this and make it one per page. Let me see where the other thing I like to do is take the answer page settings, and I like to do the letters not in solution. You see how those are light? By default, it's this one. You could also take that down a little bit lower and refresh and see what that looks like. For this intent, it might be easier for the buyer to see those even lighter, so the actual solutions can pop more. Now, one of the other things that you'll want to do before you download this is add in your front matter and your back matter, and you do that by going here, and then you'll just select the templates that you've already pre-built. You'll do a refresh on the book, and then you hit download, and that's going to generate your entire PDF the way you built it. You will not need to do anything else to it. So I do hope that you guys find this video helpful. If you have any questions or thoughts on this puzzle software, let me know. And also, again, if there's anything you'd like to see, please do leave a comment or send me a message, and I'll be glad to make some videos around additional content. Thank you.